This crypto project is outperforming pretty much everything out there. It's up 20% on the year while Bitcoin is down 20%. And it's a project built by 11 people with zero outside investment, competing with some of the biggest companies in the entire crypto industry. Oh, and they gave away over $1 billion to their community in the biggest airdrop in crypto history. We're talking about Hyperliquid or Hype, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand why this might be the most important crypto project of this cycle and why most people still aren't paying attention to it. We're gonna break down Hype in this video, but as always, nothing covered in this video is a recommendation to buy or sell. It's not financial advice, you always have to do your own research. So what actually is Hyperliquid? Well, it's an exchange, a place where you buy and sell crypto. But unlike Binance or Coinbase, where a company controls everything behind closed doors, Hyperliquid runs entirely on its own blockchain. That means that every trade, every order, everything is fully transparent and publicly verifiable. No one can secretly move your funds or manipulate what's happening behind the scenes. Now, with most decentralized exchanges that run on a blockchain, they're slow, they're clunky, and they feel nothing like the real thing. Hyperliquid is different. It's built from scratch specifically for trading, and it's fast. We're talking 0.2 second trade execution and the capacity to handle over 200,000 orders per second. And it uses the same order matching system that the New York Stock Exchange uses, meaning that you can place the same type of orders you place on any professional trading platforms. Stop losses, limit orders, take profits, all of it. And here's the kicker, 0 gas fees on trades. Now, gas fees are the transaction cost you normally have to pay every time you do something on a blockchain, and on most platforms they add up quickly. On Hyperliquid, trading is completely free of those costs. It generally feels like trading on a professional platform, except you're always in control of your own money. And that's the breakthrough here. They made a decentralized exchange that actually feels like a centralized one. And that's exactly why traders are flocking to it. Now let's talk about who built this thing. The founder is Jeff Yan, a Harvard graduate who went on to work at Hudson River Trading, one of the most elite trading firms in the world. These guys, they built algorithms that trade billions of dollars every day. So this isn't some random developer. This is someone who truly understands market and trading infrastructure at the highest possible level. So he left and he started his own crypto operation, made serious money during the 2020 to 2021 bull run, and did something that almost nobody does in this industry. He used his own profits to fund Hyperliquid entirely himself. No venture capital, no outside investors, nobody sitting on a massive chunk of tokens waiting to dump on retail traders. And the team, it's just 11 people. That's it. 11 people has built an exchange that outperformed Coinbase. And CoinDesk named Jeff Yan one of the most influential people in crypto for 2025. Fortune did a profile on him, and his team just keeps shipping. But why does this matter to you? Well, because in most crypto projects, venture capitalists own 20 to 30% of the supply, and when those tokens unlock, they sell, and you're the exit liquidity. With Hyperliquid, that problem simply doesn't exist. Alright, now let's talk about the numbers, because this is where it gets truly insane. Hyperliquid has processed over $4 trillion in accumulated trading volume. It was the first decentralized exchange in history to cross 1 trillion, and it blew past 4 trillion by early 2026. But here's the stat that really puts it into perspective. In 2025, Hyperliquid processed almost 3 trillion in total volume. Coinbase, a publicly traded, multi-billion-dollar company with thousands of employees, did 1.4 trillion. A decentralized exchange built by 11 people did twice the volume of Coinbase. Let that sink in. Peak daily volume hit 32 billion in a single day, and its height, Hyperliquid controlled 71% of all on-chain perpetual futures trading. That's not just the market leader, that's total domination. And the revenue is reported to be up to 844 million in 2025 alone. There were days where Hyperliquid was generating more revenue than Ethereum and Solana. And this is really what separates Hype from the vast majority of altcoin projects out there. Most of them, they have no product, no users, and no revenue. They're running on hype, no pun intended, and promises. Hyperliquid is an actual business generating real revenue every single day. The user base, they went from 300,000 to 1.4 million in a single year. That's a 350% growth. And active traders just hit an all-time high of 231,000 in March 2026. The momentum doesn't seem to be slowing down. Now let's rewind to November 29, 2024, because what happened that day changed the way people think about token launches forever. Hyperliquid, they distributed 31% of the entire token supply for free to approximately 94,000 wallets. At launch, the total value of that airdrop was over 1.2 billion. Within 48 hours, as hype surged 123%, it was approaching that 3 billion in value. And get this, one wallet woke up to $9.56 million. And the average person received around 28,000 worth of token. People were posting screenshots on social media in tears. This was truly life-changing money for thousands of people. But here's what makes this truly legendary. In crypto, airdrops, they almost always dump immediately. The token launches and everyone sells. Price crashes, it happens almost every single time. Now Hype did the exact opposite. It went from $2 to $35 in a matter of a week. Nobody was selling because the community actually believed in what was being built here. No VC on lock schedule hanging over your head, no insiders sitting on 20% of the supply waiting to cash out on you. Just a team that gave the majority of their tokens to the people who actually used the platform and said, hey, let's build this together. Now that's how you create a community that holds. Now here's the thing that I really think sets Hype apart from almost every other token in crypto. And once you understand this mechanic, you'll see why the tokenomics are so powerful. 97% of all the trading fees on Hyperliquid automatically go towards buying Hype off the open market and burning it, permanently removing it from circulation. This isn't a decision that someone makes, it's built into the system and it happens every single day automatically. In 2025 alone, this mechanic spent 644 million buying back Hype. That was 46% of all crypto token buybacks across the entire industry that year. Nobody else even comes close. And that total supply has already been permanently reduced from 1 billion down to about 960 million tokens. Now think about what that creates. More people trading on Hyperliquid means more fees, and more fees means more hype gets bought and burned. And less supply with the same or growing demand means upward pressure on price. And a rising price attracts more traders, which starts the whole cycle again. It's a flywheel that gets stronger as the platform grows. Now, a lot of people are comparing Hype to BNB, that's Binance's token, right? Now, BNB, they burn token once a quarter. Hyperliquid is burning tokens every single day and at a higher percentage of revenue. So if you like BNB's model, this is pretty much that on steroids. Alright, so we covered what Hyperliquid is, the insane numbers, and why the tokenomics are so powerful. But what really excites me is where this project is potentially going next. So Hyperliquid started as a trading platform, but it's rapidly evolving into something much bigger. Through a new feature called HIP3, anyone can now create a new futures market on the platform. And that has opened the door to something massive, real-world asset trading. Right now on Hyperliquid, you can trade perpetual futures on oil, gold, silver, and the S&P 500, and even individual stocks like Nvidia and Tesla. And here's the key. You can do it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when the traditional markets are closed. Oil perpetuals alone have done over 1.2 billion in volume in a single day, more than Ethereum. Real-world assets now make up roughly 30% of all trading volume on the platform. Now this is Hyperliquid's play to become the everything exchange, not just for crypto, but for all of finance. And on the institutional side, things are really heating up fast. We got Grayscale, Bitwise, and 21 Shares have all filed for Hype ETFs. Galaxy Digital deposited 125 million into the platform. Arthur Hayes, the founder of BitMEX, has a public price target of 150 on Hype. And there's even a Nasdaq-listed company that was created specifically to hold Hype as a treasury asset. The big money is paying attention. Alright, so let's bring it all together here, right? Hyperliquid is an exchange built by 11 people from zero outside funding that did twice the volume of Coinbase. It generated $844 million in revenue last year. It gave away over $1 billion to its community, and the token pumped instead of dumped. 97% of all fees automatically buy and burn Hype every single day. It's expanding into stocks, commodities, and real-world assets, and 3 of the biggest asset managers in the world have filed for Hype ETFs. This isn't just hype, this is Hyperliquid, and if you're not paying attention to this yet, now's a good time to start. If you have found this video valuable, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the like and bell notification. And where do you think Hype is going next? What do you think about the future of Hyperliquid? We want to know. Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.